Hey friends, it's a lovely, cool morning in Oakland, California, and I'm walking up Shattuck Avenue to get to Berkeley, where I am going to visit a cafe that I used to have breakfast at 3 years ago. Wow, it's 2020 and I'm going to the place that 2022 and I'm going to the place that I hung out at in 2019. And partially I wanted to make this video just because I'm walking, I'm vlogging, I'm in the sun, I'm wearing a t-shirt, a hoodie and a jacket. This is what I love about California weather, and I can say sentences like, this is what I love about California weather, right? As this kid that grew up in Singapore, it's hot and humid. You can infer from some of my other videos where I'm wearing just a singlet, and I'm enjoying just observing America, a part of America, right? And I love the weather. And what should I talk about? It's only been a bit, and there's a train going above. Bay Area rapid transit. What to talk about? Well, so I can talk about my flight. My flight went pretty well. I was actually in Taipei at the same time as what's her name, Nancy Pelosi. We were both in Taipei at the same time, but my presence was not as significant. But it was nice. It's interesting so it's my first time in Taipei, but I was just passing through the airport, so it's not like I saw a lot. But it was interesting just to observe the differences, even within the mall-ish airport, hotel, that slightly corporate environment. And it's just interesting to witness that, and just passing through the airport makes me a bit more curious about wanting to visit Taipei, Taiwan itself. And part of why, how do you explain why? Just the way the people conduct themselves, you can experience like the subtle cultural differences. And I think once you've traveled around a little bit, I've been around Southeast Asia, India. So I haven't traveled a lot, and I wouldn't claim to be a traveler. I wish I was, and I would like to. I want to do New York in February next year, and then I want to do Europe, maybe like London and Berlin. So even now walking, I'm looking at the vegetation, and it's so different than the vegetation that I'm familiar with. This stuff is like dry, whereas stuff in Singapore is a lot more humid, and it definitely affects the vegetation. I feel like it also affects the wood. You look around, the wood is more dry. It affects, and the ground feels more dry. And I wonder, to some degree, like, are people grossed out by other people not wearing shoes indoors? Like, how much of that is related to like how dry the ground is? So Teslas everywhere in California, which is unsurprising, of course, but still cool to see. And what else? How was my flight? Flights are like liminal experiences where you start in one place, you end up another. Particularly long flights, right? So it's like, my first flight was 4 hours, and my second flight was like 12 hours. And I did a bunch of writing, watched a bunch of movies. The Batman movie with Robert Pattinson in it, it's pretty good. It's better than I expected. What else? I also watched, there is a French movie adaptation of Balzac's Lost Illusions, which, I don't know if I would say it's an excellent movie, but it's an excellent book, and the movie does a decent job of representing the book, so it was nice to revisit it. What else did I watch? I watched Legally Blonde at last. Classic, straightforward. It's a courtroom drama in the third act, and it's like got some of the Mean Girls / Clueless vibes. It's interesting how there's a bunch of that. It's like a period of time where several movies are made all kind of with the same spirit, and that's just interesting to observe. What else? Where am I now? I might walk past the place that I was staying when I was here 3 years ago. And I guess, yeah, that's what I want to talk about as well, which is that, just a sense of transition, the sense of change, the sense of going through different things. Check out this wall art. Okay? Going through different things, becoming a different person, or, a different version of yourself. And coming back here feels like I don't know if I'll call it a reboot. Maybe it's like a short. Well, it's still early. I haven't started my trip yet. That's the thing. It's like this is my it's my second day here. So I slept at my friend's place last night, and I'll be meeting some friends later today. And so I'm still kind of processing, and I'm still but the thing that I'm trying to get at, there's books. Just help yourself to a book. Errors in English, ways to correct them. Stuart Mill on Liberty and Other Essays. Should we read that? That looks interesting. The Gift, Cry, the Beloved Country, an essay on typography. Interesting. I'll take 2. Nice. See, so that's the thing. In San Francisco, you get these free libraries, and yeah, that's cool. What was I saying? Something about travel and liminal spaces and changes and experiencing change, becoming a different person, becoming a different version of yourself. Alright, the last time I was here, this was so new to me, and I was having like an experience, like a spiritual experience even. And I'm not putting it past myself that I might have another such quote-unquote spiritual experience this trip, but the first trip is really something else, and that was just something interesting to witness. But yeah, I don't know, we will see how that goes. Should I end the video here? I feel like I've been rambling, but I also feel like I haven't quite said all the things that I wanted to say, but I want to make sure that I make a video at least once a day. So yesterday I had drinks with friends. Today I'm gonna be at a meetup later that should have more people, and so that should be interesting because when there's more people, we'll be talking about more stuff. And just looking at the vicinity and processing. When there's more people, there'll be more stuff, and there's more things happening. And there's a whole forum event that I'm going to the 3 days after that. Who knows what will come up there? So I'll just ramble until 10 minutes, I guess. I might have mentioned in some previous videos or tweets that I was sort of struggling with my Substack and figuring out what comes next and what to do and so on. And I just feel that being by myself gave me some, and being without internet, which is great once in a while, just gave me time and space to think about what I haven't said. And I realized that there's stuff like from my teenage years that I haven't quite processed. Like I talk about my childhood, I talk about my school, parents, family, but there's some stuff from my teenage years with my friends that I think I need to go through and think about and write about, and maybe I'll make videos about those as well. But anyway, been walking for a bit, been talking for a bit, and I don't want this video to be too long. And, it's beautiful California, and I'm grateful. I'm blissed out. I'm happy to be here, to enjoy the weather, and to be on the other side of the planet from where I live and see these beautiful flowers. And I'm just very grateful, genuinely. And I look forward to more, whatever more means, more of everything. Just a better life. Alright, for me, for my friends, for everyone. I'm just rambling. See you guys, take care. that.